Transcending Gunas. Krishna says that there is no karta for any karma. Karma is, in fact, the result of the interaction among the three gunas, namely Sattva, Rajo, and Tamas, which are a part of Prakriti, the nature. Krishna advises Arjuna to transcend these gunas, to be free from sorrows. Arjuna wanted to know how to be gunatit, transcending gunas, and what a person would be like when he attains this state. Dvandvatit, transcending polarities. Drishta, witness. And Samatva, equanimity, are the qualities that are enshrined in the Gita. Krishna indicates that a combination of these three constitutes Gunatit. According to Krishna, a person who has attained the state of Gunatit is one who realizes that gunas are interacting with gunas and therefore remains a Sakshi. He neither craves for a particular guna nor is he averse to any other one. Gunatit is simultaneously Dvandvatit also. After understanding the polarities of pleasure and pain, he remains neutral to both. He is neutral to praise and criticism as he realizes that these are products of the three gunas. Similarly, he is neutral to friends and enemies, realizing that we are friends to ourselves and also enemies to ourselves. The physical world is polar and swings are natural. On the other hand, a swinging pendulum also needs a stationary point. Lord Krishna is hinting at reaching that stationary point from where we can just witness the swinging without being part of it, that is, polarities. Gunatit gives equal importance to gold, stone, and a handful of soil. This metaphorical comparison conveys that he doesn't assign higher value to one and lower value to another. He values things as they are, not as valued by peers. Krishna further says that Gunatit is one who shuns the feeling of karta. This happens when we realize through our experiences that things are automatic and there is hardly any place for karta.